Alright, so we're getting back to one of my new favorite games called SteamWorld Build. It's a fun little game where you get to build your town. It's like a minor town. And as you build it and you get all these interesting buildings and residences, you gain new abilities and powers, which you can use to mine deeper into the world and eventually collect rocket ship parts and launch your rocket ship, which I have right here. And this is the second time I've played through the game, and this is the ending. I've done everything except launch the ship. So I just wanted to go over the world and show you kind of how I laid it out before we go ahead and do the final launch. So you start off here with your railroad station, and around it I built mainly just introductory towns, little like the introductory village for our basic workers here. And you also see the earlier little shops and factories. Like glass blowers. We'll get into some of these tacks a little bit later. I've got stuff set up down there to take care of it. We've got wood choppers, we've got wood mills, we've got charcoal factories, and other little shops that help out with the little dudes that live in these little houses. Then as we move up this way, we start to get more sophisticated things like the saloon. See these original guys in these little houses. Well, let's see if I can find one of their first tier shops. Like this is one of them. Cactus Water Farm. And there's a service shop. Pretty basic stuff, and that lets these guys be happy. And when you get into your engineers, they need things like clean water, purified water, and they also need general. Well, that general store is actually an earlier tier, but they need saloons and they need moonshine. They need their alcohol because they're robots. I guess that's important. Anyway, we've also got their little tool buildings here. Then the mine. This is how you get down to the lower levels. So as we move over into this section, we start to get more sophisticated customers, our Aristobots, and they need things like burgers and real tools. They still need the general store to get there, but we've also got cattle farms, and let's see here. Ooh, there's a scientist. That's top tier. He needs something like this retrofit shop and the observatory and the collider. But they also have production buildings that go along with them, like the glass wool spinner and rocket fuel processing plant. And I think this too. Yeah, making black powder, making sulfur, and many other things. Refinery is important, oil refinery. So with all those residential areas scattered around, I've also got a few things like little towns for extra people that I needed here and there, another small little worker residential area, and just a couple of additional places filled with production buildings. Let's see here, there's a train depot, that's nice. But yeah, here we go. We've got some sheet metal factories scattered around over here, another cattle farm, two of them actually, and then finally the rocket. Now, if we go down to our first level of the mine, it's relatively simple. Down here, there's not a lot of excitement going on. I've cleared it all out, and there's the little elevator going to the second floor. And there are a couple of production areas, like places where I mine scrap and some ore. And they're all connected with conveyor belts that run all the processed items over here to the first level mine shaft. Now if we go down to the next level, it gets a little more interesting. We can grow this plastic precursor here, but we've also got some little places where enemies are invading. Let's see if we can find one of them. Right here, see, they're kind of brooding up right there, so I've got some weapons here to take care of them. Looks like those guys are harvesting the plastic. I'm not sure there's an automated way to do that, so right now we just have our little prospectors here running that stuff back and forth. The rest of the items are dropped off nicely onto their conveyor belts, And there are little mining areas scattered all over the place. And then we go down to the lower level. Let's see. Let's just do a general swing around here so we can see all the little places. There's a big area for the monsters to spawn. And if we follow all these conveyor belts back, we can find that they wind up right here with that little elevator taking them up. And then we also have an elevator shaft going down to the 3rd floor. It's nice that we don't have to connect the up shaft to the down shaft, because I have no idea at the moment where it's at. There it is. Right there. And it sounds like little monsters are about to start attacking, but it's going to be in 4 minutes, so it's going to take them a while to get their dudes together. So let's go down to the 4th floor, see what we got going on down here. We have a different crop being grown for our rocket fuel. We also have a lot of weapons pointed at these areas that are spawning robot monsters. And I can fill this in right here with even more plants. I mean, why not? It's not like it's going to hurt anything. Yeah, alright. And we've got more resources, more varied resources actually. We've got some pretty special stuff coming in from the 3rd floor. And other areas filled with dangerous monsters with weapons prepared to intercept them before they come out and cause trouble, because they can wreak havoc. And a lot of these areas are pretty expensive. Pretty expensive to fix and repair if they wreck everything. I kind of wonder if I could soft lock the game just by having them destroy so many areas that I can't build defenses anymore. Alright, let's go back up here, because there's no more elevators down, right? This level right here is just resource mining and robots attacking. Alright, up here, let's see if we can watch the attack happen. Yep, the monsters are popping up. They're coming into this area and they're getting these red warriors all over them. And they got these flamethrowers and they've got the cannons, and they're not going to make it very far, hopefully. Ooh, man, there's a lot of them coming up there, trying to get their business, trying to retake over the mine. Look at them. These guys just don't know when to quit. Even more of them. Wow. Okay. I guess as the game progresses, the attacks get even more intense. I don't remember there being quite so many attacking. Well, I haven't looked at this level in quite a while, so this terrible force might have built up over time. Fortunately, my weapons are enough to take care of them, and it doesn't look like I took too many casualties. He's fixing up that one guy. He's a little repair mech. He also builds things. Looks like he's repairing that weapon right there. Now those little critters they got their comeuppance, so they're gonna scurry off, but they're gonna be back. They're always coming back. Let's see how this one's doing. See, now these are robots. The robots are they're even tougher than those other guys, the bugs. They've got laser guns and things. They can really cause a lot of trouble. Yeah. And these guys are in trouble because they're not in the range of the weapons, so they're just going to get the heck beat out of them. And then after they get wasted, then these things will pop up. I don't like that. I'm going to build some more weapons so that hopefully they don't suffer that badly anymore. Because who wants to go out like that, am I right? I'll put 3 more guns right there, just to make sure they're taken care of. You know, look at that. A couple of guys got smashed. It looks like the guys that should be healing them are actually over here building weapons. It's not super important because we're about to launch the rocket ship and leave this world behind, so I don't think these weapons are actually going to be used. I just feel like there's some justice in putting them up there. But the healing guys are fixing up these warriors. They'll be on their way in just a minute. See, he popped up. He's just fine. They're good to go. Alright. So that's what this little mining space looks like. And just like the other ones above, you can see the little conveyor belts hauling stuff back up to the elevator so it can be sent up topside for our town. So after you've reached all of your tiers and you've built your town up to the proper level and you've found all of the rocket parts, which you find underground, you get one of these guys fully assembled and fully fueled, and we're ready to go. Let's end this mission. Alright, well, the first one, it has some cinematics where the rocket launches, but I guess after that you don't get to see very much. It just ends. But that's cool, because now that we've we've taken down and we've been successful at the second mission, we're going to get a special building that's going to help us out with the third one. And I think I'm going to increase the difficulty, because I actually had a pretty easy time getting through this second mission. So third one will be coming up shortly.